Hello and welcome to my channel, your go-to source for the latest in WWE 24. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for all the updates. Let's dive right in. By winning the Women's Elimination Chamber match and a shot at WWE Women's Champion Jade Cargill, Rhea Ripley will be spending most of her time ahead of WrestleMania on SmackDown. The move comes after a successful partnership with Io Sky and a run as Women's Tag Team Champions. Sky will remain on Raw. If Mommy beats Cargill at the Show of Shows, fans could be witnessing Ripley's final days on the red brand. If she moves brands for good, one of the next 5 WWE stars could replace Ripley on Raw. 5. Lola Vice has been ready for the main roster for a long time. Lola Vice has been one of the stars frequently featured on NXT over the last 3 years. She has challenged for both women's titles but came up short. If they aren't going to put the Women's North American or NXT Women's title around her waist, she's better served moving to the main roster. Raw needs a new face, especially if a few more stars move to SmackDown to bolster the roster for a 3-hour show. Vice is a physical star who's tangled with Roxanne Perez, Natalya, and Stephanie Baker. 4. Zoe Stark is nearing a return. Zoe Stark tore her ACL in May of last year during a Money in the Bank qualifier. Those types of injuries usually take a year to heal. Since it's March, Stark is on track to return at any time. She could return before the year mark and use the injury angle to return as a face. She's too talented in the ring to be an enhancement talent, so writers should work on ways to get the WWE Universe behind her. 3. Blake Monroe joins the main roster after Vengeance Day. Like most free agents from who joined NXT, Blake Monroe is ready for the main roster. She can portray different personas, as witnessed during the Vengeance Day Go Home episode. She may be an outwardly glamorous character, but can go to the dark depths of her soul when necessary. While she could be a future NXT Women's Champion, Monroe could easily make the jump to the main roster. Losing in a street fight could put Jada Parker over while sending her to bigger things on Raw. 2. Sol Ruka's ascent continues. WWE made it apparent that they are high on Sol Ruka like they were Javon Evans and Trick Williams. Ruka was included in several prominent spots, including John Cena's final card and also the 2026 Royal Rumble. While Jacy Jayne and Lola Vice also competed, officials and commentators focused more on Ruka. The Zaruka angle was supposed to garner sympathy for Ruka, but Zarya had some points about getting passed over in favor of her friend. If Ruka isn't slated to become the new NXT Women's Champion this weekend or at Stand and Deliver, officials could bring her to Raw to replace Ripley. 1. Paige comes back to WWE. It could be something or nothing, but former Divas champion Paige is back in the ring training. She wouldn't be doing that just for fun, and she left last year. Coming back to WWE makes too much sense, so Triple H should bring her back on the road to WrestleMania. She has a history with several women in WWE, including Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, AJ Lee, The Bellas, and Natalya. Her star power alone would help make up for Ripley's move to SmackDown. Her return to WWE is long overdue. For the past several years, Rhea Ripley has been the beating heart of WWE's women's division on WWE Raw. Whether she was dominating championship matches, leading factions, or delivering some of the most memorable promos on television, Mommy has been a cornerstone of the red brand. But in professional wrestling, things can change overnight. Injuries, storyline twists, and shocking betrayals can suddenly remove even the biggest stars from weekly programming. If WWE ever found itself in a situation where Ripley needed time away from Raw, the company would have to find someone capable of filling that enormous void. Replacing someone like Ripley is not easy. She combines intimidating physical presence, charisma, and fan connection in a way few performers can match. However, WWE's roster is filled with talented superstars who could step into the spotlight and keep the momentum going. Here are 5 potential replacements for Rhea Ripley on Raw if WWE ever needed someone to take over the spotlight. 1. Liv Morgan. One of the most obvious candidates to step into Rhea Ripley's role is Liv Morgan. Over the last few years, Morgan has undergone one of the most fascinating transformations in WWE. Once viewed as an underdog babyface struggling to climb the ladder, she has evolved into a far more dangerous and unpredictable competitor. Her rivalry with Ripley helped elevate her to new heights. The two women shared intense matches and personal storylines that showed Morgan could stand toe-to-toe with the most dominant star in the division. If Ripley were to step away from Raw, Morgan could easily take center stage. Her emotional connection with fans is incredibly strong, and she has proven she can carry major storylines. WWE could position her as either the heroic figure defending the division or the ruthless competitor who thrives in chaos. Morgan's unpredictable nature also gives WWE creative freedom. She can shift between hero and villain without losing credibility, making her one of the most flexible performers on the roster. In many ways, Morgan might be the natural successor to Ripley's top star position. 2. Bianca Belair. If WWE wanted someone with immediate star power to replace Ripley's presence, they might look no further than Bianca Belair. The EST of WWE has been one of the most dominant and consistent performers in the women's division for years. With her incredible athleticism, charisma, and championship pedigree, Belair has already proven she can carry a brand. Belair has headlined major events, held world championships, and delivered some of the best matches in modern WWE history. Her ability to connect with fans of all ages makes her one of the company's most marketable stars. If Ripley were suddenly absent from Raw, Belair could easily step into the spotlight and become the centerpiece of the show's women's division. The storyline possibilities are endless. Belair could begin a quest to prove she is the most dominant superstar in WWE history. She could lead a new faction. Or she could battle rising challengers determined to dethrone her. Belair represents strength, resilience, and excellence, qualities that make her a perfect candidate to replace Ripley's influence on Raw. 3. Jade Cargill. Few WWE superstars have generated as much excitement and curiosity as Jade Cargill. Standing tall with a powerful presence and superstar aura, Cargill has all the ingredients needed to become a dominant force on Raw. Her physicality and confidence immediately draw comparisons to Ripley's intimidating style. Before arriving in WWE, Cargill built a reputation as an unstoppable competitor, and fans are eager to see her reach that same level of dominance in WWE. If Ripley were absent, WWE could accelerate Cargill's rise to the top of the women's division. Imagine the storyline: Cargill storms onto Raw and declares that with Ripley gone, the throne is empty, and she intends to claim it. Her confidence, athletic power, and star presence could quickly turn her into one of the biggest attractions on the show. In fact, Cargill might not just replace Ripley, she could create an entirely new era of dominance. 4. Becky Lynch. When it comes to leadership and star power, few names in WWE history carry the weight of Becky Lynch. The man has been the face of the women's revolution in WWE for years. From historic championship victories to unforgettable main event matches, Lynch has repeatedly proven she belongs among the greatest performers of her generation. If Raw ever needed someone to step into Ripley's spotlight, Lynch would be a reliable and compelling choice. She brings experience, charisma, and unmatched storytelling ability to every segment she appears in. Fans respect her journey and still respond to her with thunderous reactions. A storyline where Lynch returns to Raw to restore order in the women's division could be incredibly compelling. Imagine Lynch declaring that with Ripley gone, someone needs to lead the locker room, and she's ready to take on that responsibility. It would instantly create fresh rivalries and elevate the stakes of the entire division. 5. Raquel Rodriguez. Another strong contender to replace Ripley's physical dominance is Raquel Rodriguez. Rodriguez has long been known for her incredible strength and imposing presence in the ring. Standing tall and powerful, she has the type of athletic build that immediately commands attention. While she has already enjoyed success in tag team competition and singles matches, many fans believe Rodriguez still has untapped potential as a top star. If Ripley were to step away, WWE could finally push Rodriguez as the powerhouse leader of the division. Her storyline could revolve around proving she is the strongest competitor on the roster. With Ripley gone, Rodriguez might claim that she has always been the true dominant force in WWE. Such a narrative could lead to exciting matches and new rivalries as other superstars attempt to challenge her power. Rodriguez's combination of strength and determination could make her an ideal candidate to fill the void left by Ripley. Why replacing Rhea Ripley would be so difficult? Even with these incredible options, replacing Rhea Ripley would be incredibly challenging. Ripley is not just another champion or top contender, she has become a cultural phenomenon within WWE. Her gothic aesthetic, fearless attitude, and commanding presence make her one of the most unique performers in the entire industry. She also helped redefine the perception of female dominance in professional wrestling. Ripley regularly stood alongside male superstars and carried herself as an equal force in every storyline. This unique position means that no single superstar could completely replicate what she brings to Raw. Instead, WWE would likely rely on a combination of rising stars and established veterans to maintain the division's momentum. The future of the Raw Women's Division. The good news for WWE is that the women's roster is deeper than ever before. Even if Ripley were temporarily absent from Raw, the company has numerous talented performers ready to step up and seize the opportunity. Stars like Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, Becky Lynch, and Raquel Rodriguez represent different styles and personalities, ensuring the division will remain dynamic and unpredictable. Each of these women brings something unique to the table. Morgan's emotional intensity, Belair's athletic brilliance, Cargill's unstoppable aura, Lynch's legendary leadership, Rodriguez's powerhouse dominance. Together, they demonstrate the incredible depth of talent in WWE today. Final thoughts. There may never truly be a replacement for Rhea Ripley on WWE Raw. Her combination of charisma, strength, and storytelling has made her one of the defining stars of modern WWE. However, professional wrestling thrives on change. New opportunities arise when unexpected moments shake up the landscape. If Ripley ever stepped away from Raw, the spotlight would immediately shift to the superstars waiting in the wings, competitors hungry to prove they deserve the top spot. And in the unpredictable world of WWE, that moment could create the next megastar of the women's division. Because in WWE, when one legend steps aside, another superstar is always ready to rise. If you want, I can also create 10 replacements for Rhea Ripley on Raw. 5 WWE stars who could replace Roman Reigns. 5 shocking returns that could replace Rhea Ripley on Raw. Just tell me.